They said it would never happen. They laughed when Trump said that he would abolish the IRS. But here we are, October 2025, and folks, it is actually happening. Phase 1 was cutting their funding. Phase 2, shutting it down from the inside. The IRS is collapsing, 25,000 employees gone, programs frozen, audits canceled, while Trump's new tariff revolution is bringing in record money from foreign nations. And that's the part that they don't want you to know. Because for decades, the IRS didn't just collect your taxes, the IRS controlled you, your paycheck, your business, your bank account. They owned it all. But now the power is slipping away. And the same global elites who thought that they would own America forever are in full-blown panic mode. Trump's one big beautiful bill is rewriting the entire tax code, flipping the system upside down. No more taxing your overtime, no more taxing your tips. And if phase 3 rolls out the way that insiders are saying that it will, you might be looking at the beginning of the end of income tax as we know it. So buckle up, guys, because in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how President Trump's IRS shutdown just hit phase 2, why tariff revenue is exploding today, and why Washington insiders are terrified that for the first time in 100 years, the money is flowing back into the American people. Guys, this is not hype. This is history in the making, and it's unfolding right now. Hit the like button and subscribe. Let's go ahead and break it down. So here's where it gets wild. President Trump's IRS shutdown plan just moved into phase 2, and Washington, D.C. is absolutely losing its ever-loving mind. 25,000 IRS employees gone, entire audit programs frozen, regional offices shuttered. And if you think that's an exaggeration, think about it. The budget for the IRS has been slashed so deeply that even internal memos are calling it an operational reset. What President Trump promised on the campaign trail, abolish the IRS, that's not a soundbite anymore, okay? This is policy in motion, and you can feel the panic that's rippling through the deep state today. The bureaucrats who built their careers controlling the American taxpayer, they're suddenly watching their empire collapse in real time. You see, phase 1 was the setup. Cut the spending, work with the Doge team, cut the head count, expose the waste. But phase 2, that is the kill switch, shifting the entire tax foundation from your paycheck and onto foreign imports. Now, the best part, President Trump's not doing this quietly. He's taunting them with receipts, literally showing the public how America is collecting more money than ever without even touching your income. Yeah, folks, it is happening faster than Washington ever expected. And I guess we may actually have Elon Musk and the Doge team, the Department of Government Efficiency, to thank. Now, here's the genius behind it, okay? For decades, Americans were told, you work, you earn, you pay. That was the system. But President Trump just flipped the game. He called it the External Revenue Service. The idea that foreign nations, not American workers, should fund our government through tariffs and trade balances. And guess what? In 2025 alone, the U.S. is on track to rake in nearly $300 billion in tariff revenue. This is the highest in our nation's history. China, Mexico, the EU, they are all paying into America's ledger every time their goods cross our ports. And those dollars, they're replacing the very revenue stream that the IRS used to strangle from your paycheck. Now, the media called it impossible. Economists said that it would crash global trade, but instead it's creating what President Trump calls America's self-funding engine. Phase 1 proved tariffs work. Phase 2 rewires the system, automating collections at customs, scaling digital oversight, and shrinking the IRS to a skeleton crew. Now, this isn't just tax reform. This is economic warfare, and President Trump's winning it without firing a single shot. Drop and abolish the IRS if you support President Trump's mission here. Now, before we go any further, I want to talk to my retirees just for a second here, because there's something that's even more important than taxes, and that's your health coverage, okay? The biggest mistakes retirees make with Medicare is waiting until their plan changes, waiting until the bills pile up, waiting until it's just too late. This is why I partner with Chapter. They help you review your Medicare plan now before the problems show up. One of our viewers said, I waited too long, but Chapter still helped me to fix my Medicare coverage. That is a huge blessing. Now, let me ask, are you going to just keep waiting? Or are you going to do what most people already are and take action today? Now, most people, they're dialing the phone number right there on the bottom of your screen, or they're visiting askchapter.org/Ron. And listen to what one of our subscribers said. Mamo PV2WG commented, thank you, Ron Yates. Dave at Chapter explained my options to me. And yes, I finally understand Medicare also. I have been overpaying for years. Thank you, Ron Yates. Thank you, David Chapter. So don't wait, guys. Make that call today, save money, get clarity, and get peace of mind. Now, I want to talk about the monster that just kicked this whole revolution into overdrive, the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. Now, this isn't a tweak of the tax code. This is the single biggest overhaul in a century, a full-scale rewrite of who pays, how much, and to who. Now, President Trump didn't just extend the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. He actually made it permanent. So that means no sudden tax hikes when the old cuts were set to expire in 2026. Now, on top of that, he added brand new breaks for working class Americans. No taxes on your tips up to $25,000. No taxes on your overtime up to $12,500 if you're single, but up to $25,000 if you're married, and up to $10,000 in deductible interest when you buy a car made here in the United States. Now, this was never ever done before, okay? This bill is pure middle class firepower. Now, for the first time in decades, Washington isn't punishing hustle. It's actually rewarding it. And so this is why Democrats are fuming. They built their entire careers on saying that the rich get richer, but this time it's the waiters, it's the welders, it's the truckers and the teachers who are actually cashing in for the first time. And the only thing left for the DC establishment to do is to panic. Now, here's where the anxiety turns into full-blown hysteria. The bureaucrats inside the Beltway are realizing something. They're realizing that Trump's math actually works. The United States is collecting roughly $5 trillion in taxes and tariff revenue just this year, but spending nearly $7 trillion. That is a $2 trillion gap that used to be their favorite weapon, because the bigger the deficit, the bigger their excuse to raise your taxes. But President Trump is saying, no, you don't fix Washington's spending addiction by robbing the workers, you fix it by rebuilding production. So instead of taxing Americans to death, he's taxing imports, forcing foreign corporations to pay their fair share every time their goods touch U.S. soil. And while CNN and the New York Times cry revenue collapse, the real numbers are telling a completely different story. Tariff income is setting brand new records every single day. Manufacturing jobs are rising. GDP growth just broke projections again. The deep state's panic isn't about the deficit, it's about control. They can't weaponize a system they no longer control. And if President Trump keeps this pace, the next agency to crumble might not be the IRS. You want to know who's finally winning under President Trump's plan? It's not the lobbyists, it's not the corporate donors, it's the workers. So under the new tax code, the brakes go straight to the backbone of America. People who clock in early, stay late, and keep this country running. Now, if you drive to work, that car loan interest that you're paying, up to $10,000, is now deductible if you bought American. If you earn tips, the first $25,000 of that income is now tax-free. And if you grind overtime to make ends meet, you don't owe a dime on the first $12,500 if you're single, or $25,000 if you're married. Now, I want you to think about that just for a moment, okay? Trump's not just cutting taxes, he's re-engineering fairness. He's saying, look, if you work harder, you should keep more. Anybody else on board with that? Just drop a yes down below. This is the blue collar boom 2.0, and the left can't stand it, because every time a waitress, a factory worker, or a truck driver sees more money in their pocket, that is one less voter who believes in the Democrat fairy tale of tax the rich. President Trump's flipping the script, rewarding effort, not entitlement. Now, I want to talk business for a moment, because this is where President Trump's tax plan really gets downright explosive. Under Section 179, business owners can now write off 100% of qualifying equipment in the first year. Buy a new truck for your logistics company? Write it off. Upgrade factory machinery? Write it off. Even that big ticket purchase, a jet or heavy vehicle, all that counts. Before, you used to have to depreciate it over time. Now you get the deduction up front. That is instant fuel for growth. Now keep in mind, I'm not a tax advisor. Always check with your tax professional. And it doesn't stop there, guys. The 20% qualified business income deduction is now permanent. So what this means is that small business owners, LLCs, partnerships, freelancers, instantly keep more of what they earn. President Trump has essentially turned the tax code into a pro-entrepreneur weapon. The same IRS that used to audit small businesses into submission is now being gutted. Its enforcement power is shrinking while Main Street gets its freedom back. So every mom and pop shop, every contractor, every digital creator finally has the room to scale, hire, and expand without fear. This is how you rebuild a nation, not by taxing success, but by unleashing it. Drop a comment down below if you'd love to learn how to make money from home. And if you would love to learn how to do that, drop a teach me how to make money, Ron, in the comments down below. Now, let's zoom out just for a moment, because President Trump didn't just rewrite the rule book for workers and small business owners. In fact, he flipped the entire global playfield. Remember when Biden and the globalists at the G20 wanted to jack up corporate taxes to 35% again? Trump froze it at 21%, period. That one move brought billions back home, guys. Manufacturers who fled to Asia during the Obama years are rebuilding plants right here in America. Foreign investors, they're pouring cash into U.S. infrastructure and energy because the math finally makes sense again. This isn't trickle-down economics, it is reverse outsourcing. For decades, America's money flowed outward. Cheap labor, cheap goods, cheap promises. Now, under Trump, it's finally flowing back in. The elites hate it because they can't skim it anymore. Wall Street's adapting to Main Street's revival, and blue-collar America is back at the center of the economy where it belongs. Now, President Trump, he just redefined capitalism. America first, profit second, and power returned to the people who actually build things. This is what happens when a businessman runs the country instead of a bureaucrat. Drop a 47 down below if you support President Trump's mission here. Now, of course, the fake news media couldn't handle it. The moment that these numbers hit, the usual suspects, CNN, MSNBC, the Washington Post, they start shrieking about a debt spiral. They claim that tariffs were going to bankrupt America, tax cuts would drain the treasury, and that Trump's plan would trigger another Great Depression, if not a Great Recession. But guess what actually really happened here? Unemployment's near record lows. Tariff income is breaking records. GDP just grew faster than economists predicted again, and they said that revenue would collapse. But instead, it's foreign nations that are paying the bill. They said that the deficit would explode, but the US just posted its strongest trade surplus in over a decade. The meltdown that you're seeing on cable news, it's not journalism, it's mourning. They're watching their system crumble. They're watching power slip from Washington lobbyists right back into the hands of the American workers. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to feel really good about what Trump is doing. Anybody else here optimistic? Just drop an optimistic down below, guys, because Trump is not just dismantling an agency, he's dismantling a dynasty of control. And every fear headline, every doomsday prediction, every expert meltdown, this is proof that it is working. And so what's the end game? Why has Trump been pushing this so hard? Firing bureaucrats, cutting the IRS to the bone, and building a new system from the ground up? Well, it's not just about taxes. It's about sovereignty. For decades, America was dependent on borrowed money, foreign oil, and foreign production. Every check you wrote to the IRS helped fund a system that kept you dependent. It kept you a slave. Trump is flipping that completely. Phase 2 is about funding America through strength, not submission. Tariffs on imports, trade deals that actually benefit U.S. workers, and automation that replaces entire wings of bloated government. And behind closed doors, insiders are already whispering about Phase 3, guys. Phase 3 is a hybrid model that could merge tariffs, commodity-backed digital payments, and even national debt reduction. It's very bold, it's a little risky, but it is pure Trump. So far, Trump's firing on all cylinders, so it's looking pretty good. I mean, he's not just trying to balance the books, he's trying to reset the foundation of how America funds itself. And that, my friends, this is why Washington's old guard is terrified, because they can't control what they no longer collect. Now, here's where it comes full circle. America's national debt just topped $37 trillion. Now, for the establishment, that is a death sentence. For Trump, this is an opportunity. His administration is quietly leveraging tariff surpluses, resource exports, and even commodity-backed reserves. Yes, gold and crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, you name it, to stabilize debt while expanding real wealth. It's not fantasy, it's actually happening. He's turning the debt crisis into a debt reset. This one doesn't punish the taxpayer, it frees them. So when your government is funded by trade and not by income, your paycheck becomes truly yours. This is the economic revolution that no one saw coming. Tariffs in, IRS out, and for the first time in our lifetimes, Washington's power is shrinking while the American workers' power is rising. Now, President Trump said that he would abolish the IRS. They laughed. They mocked, they said it couldn't be done. But as of today, October 26, 2025, it is already happening. And if Phase 3 goes the way it's rumored to, this won't just be the end of the IRS. It'll be the rebirth of American freedom. Like, subscribe, share this video before they try to bury it, because history is being written right now and you're living through it.